Good afternoon, everyone. It's October the 24th, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We're back out here at the hives for the first time in about 2 weeks. We're here at the Layens hive right now. There is a little pollen coming in. There's activity here at the entrance. The plan today is to check and see what kind of progress they've made on capping the nectar since the last time I was out here. I will more than likely remove the feeders and reduce the hives down to any full comb or comb that has any kind of stores or brood or anything like that in them. So give me a few minutes here and I'll get the hive open and we'll see what kind of progress they've made. Well, there's 1 or 2 bees in the empty side of the hive today. I don't think I mentioned the temperature is about 74-75 degrees. It's overcast and we've got rain and storms in the forecast for later on this afternoon and into this evening. So we'll see how the girls react to the weather. There's a slight breeze. I'm going to go ahead and get this opened up and see where we're at. Well, there are a few dead bees in the feeder. Looks like about 7 of them. That's the most I've seen in the feeder. I've been well pleased with how well this feeder's done with about not killing bees. So I think I'm going to take it out and put it up for the winter. Here's a look at the first comb going in. Got a little bit of honey on it. Can't tell if it's got any nectar until I pull it out of there. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of the hive inside. And there you go. I don't know how good it's coming out, but we'll dig in a little deeper. Here's a look at the other side of the first comb. It's got capped honey and quite a bit of open nectar in it yet, so they're still working on it. I'm not sure if there's any nectar coming into the hive, but this one, if they're all kind of like this, looks promising. Well, here's the second frame, first side. It's mostly capped honey, and there's nectar down here lower in the cells. So let's take a look at the other side. And here's the second side. A lot of capped honey and nectar in the open cells. There is some area over here on the side that isn't got any honey or pollen or nectar or anything in it, but it's looking pretty good. Here's frame 3. I don't know if you can tell or not. The sun's come out a little bit over my shoulder. This one is got a lot of honey on this side and open nectar down here. And there are some open cells along this edge, but it's a heavy frame. The girls are a little excited today. Each time I pop a frame, the propolis is so heavy that it's hard to get it apart without making it pop a little bit, and they get a little excited. But so far, there's no stings. But I've got my smoke, as you can see in the background, is ready in case I need it. And this side is even better than the first. Excuse me, that smoke is blowing back into my face. Up, there's a yellow jacket stealing some honey or nectar. Now this is frame 4. It's one of them I put in just before vacation. It's got nectar in it. It's not very heavy nectar. I guess I'll move it back out to the outside for right now and try to take it out on another warm day. Now this is frame 5. Another heavy frame. It's got pollen, a lot of nectar. Got some honey along the top and down this side on this side of the frame. We'll turn around here and take a look at the other side. And this side's about the same. It's got honey and a lot of nectar, mostly filled with nectar. So it's a heavy frame again. It's looking good. This is my first winter of having bees, so we'll see how well they do. There are also some pollen over here around this area too. Well, here's the foundation frame that I moved into toward the center, and they haven't done anything with it. There's a very little bit of nectar in the bottom of a couple of these cells, but not enough to mount anything. I'll probably move this to the outside of the hive, so it's not taking up space in the center. And for those who are interested, the sting count is 1 so far. I got 1 on the forearm of my right arm, so we'll continue on and see what else happens. Well, here's another heavy frame. It's got a lot of nectar and some honey across the top and down this one side here. Don't see any brood and really don't see much as far as pollen. We'll check the other side here real quick. And this side's the same as the first, but it's got a little more capped honey on it than the other side. A lot of nectar, a lot of bees. Not seeing a lot of pollen. Well, here's the other foundation frame that I put in. It's got a lot of bees on it. They've drawn it out a little bit and put a little bit of nectar. I was hoping to see maybe the queen had been laying in the cells since they were open cells, but I'm not showing any sign of the queen yet, so we got 3 more frames to go. We'll check those out and I'll be right back. Here's the other frame that I put in just before vacation. There's a lot of festooning going on. They've got quite a bit of capped honey and some open nectar on this frame. I don't know, I haven't seen the queen yet, but she may be on this frame, so I'm going to take a look at the other side. And there she is. So we're still queen right. She's just gone off laying, and I've been told that this time of year they will do that until the hive needs more brood. So there's a lot of bees in here, so we'll see what happens. But there's the queen. Well, this is the heaviest frame yet. It is just chock-a-block honey and nectar and bees. So this side looks pretty good. We'll take a look at the other side, but I'd say it's going to be the same because as heavy as this frame is, look at the bees on this side. I'd say they got plenty of bees. And that is a heavy frame. And this is the last frame. There's a few hive beetles on this frame. I'm gonna see if I can squish some of them. Sorry about the video. They're keeping them corralled though. And this is the frame closest to the entrance. And there's a little yellow jacket of some sort. You want to get this closed back up pretty quick because I don't want to cause any issues, but there's a lot of bees on here. There's a lot of festooning going on along the bottom, so they must be drawing a little comb. Let's take a look at the other side real quick. And the other side is covered with bees. It's a heavy frame. I don't know that it's quite as heavy as the frame before it, but it's pretty close. So hopefully they've got enough stores, reserves for the winter. Only time will tell. So I'm gonna get this thing closed up and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got her all closed back up. There's a dead yellow jacket I killed. There's another one. Let's see if I can get him too. Got that one. Start attracting quite a few of those little yellow jackets, so I hurried up and closed this up. I did move those frames with foundation. These are the two frames with the foundation, and then these are the two frames that I put in right before vacation. This one's got the nectar and honey and stuff in it, and this one was pretty well empty. It had a little nectar in it, but I'll probably come back at a later date and take those out once they have a chance to move the resources out of the frames into the other frames. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish closing this up, and we'll go on up to the Langstroth hive and see what's going on up there. Okay, see you in a bit.